Okay, so we need to talk about Mikayla Nogueira because the way this whole divorce era content is rolling out is giving emotional whiplash, and not in she's not allowed to live her life way. In the way this is being presented keeps making the audience feel like they are being played kind of way. So here's what happens. She posts a video where she's standing there, hands in her pocket, and the caption reads, "People say I am not mourning my divorce." And it instantly feels like a direct response to the internet. Like she's clocking what people are saying and trying to shut it down. Then the same post flips into another caption. "Me every day when the camera's not rolling." And it cuts to back clips of her crying. And I'm not even trying to be cruel, but I genuinely need someone to explain that caption to me. Because if the camera is not rolling, why do we have footage? Like, who filmed it? Who set it up? Who hit record? That's why this is landing weird for people. Not because grief isn't real, but because the wording is trying to frame something as private, while it is literally being served to us as content. And once you notice that, it's hard to unnotice it.
Have you seen Mikayla Nogueira's newest video where she stood there and the caption reads, "People say I'm not mourning my divorce." Like she stood there with her hands in her pockets with the music. Then it goes to a different clip with the caption, "Me every day when the cameras aren't rolling." And it's just back-to-back videos of her crying to the camera. Girl, if the cameras aren't rolling, why do we have the footage? Pardon? I just feel like she's rage baiting us. I'm sorry, but she knows what she's doing. She knows she's going to get loads of views, she's going to get loads of comments, and she's going to get paid. Because Lord have mercy, I'm sick of people filming themselves cry. It's flipping weird, guys. It's so bizarre. Stop it. Not once in my life have I ever cried and thought, one sec. Never. Guys, listen, it's okay to laugh because seriously, who sets up their phone by the washing machine to record themselves crying? If I put it there, you can't really see if I put that good angle. Yeah. Or like just the single teardrop. Come on. I think at one point she's in the kitchen with a tissue in each hand and it's just... Just divorce in private, cry in private, keep something sacred. It's not even in her niche. Her niche is like a makeup artist lady, unless she's now angling towards releasing a flipping waterproof mascara, tearproof mascara. Watch me cry, but nothing smudges. It's my new mascara. Just looks like she's setting up her camera and she's like, okay, 3, 2, 1.
The crying compilation is basically framed like a receipt, like proof of life for feelings. The caption is, "People saying I'm not mourning my divorce." And then it's a whole run of clips, like 7 to 10 different moments of her crying from the last few months. Different places, different days, different angles. Like, see, look, I've been sad. Here's the evidence. And I'm not even trying to be heartless, because grief is grief and divorce is obviously heavy. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend it doesn't land weird when it's edited like a highlight reel, like a compilation. That's the part that makes people go, wait, hold on. Because it stops feeling like you're just having a moment and it starts feeling like you're presenting the moment. Because let's be real, most people, when they are actually breaking down, they are not thinking about camera placement, lighting, framing, and capturing the perfect angle of a teardrop. And they are not like, one sec, let me set this up near the washing machine real quick. That's why viewers get uncomfortable. The crying isn't just happening, it's being recorded on purpose, saved, stacked, and then posted in one big package right when the conversation online is, are you even mourning?
Mikayla Nogueira posted a compilation video of herself crying, and it's as strange as it sounds. So the video says people saying I'm not mourning my divorce, and then she proceeds to post like 7 to 10 pictures of herself crying throughout the last few months. And it's just, I don't know, it's really strange. And I think the timing is also very strange because right now as we speak, she's in Las Vegas with her friends, partying it up, shopping, getting tattoos, drinking. And I understand that's how you're supposed to be healing from a divorce, right? That's what I hear. But it's just the compilation of herself crying is the part that kind of trips me out, because like I can't even look at myself in the mirror crying, much less think about turning on the camera and crying. And some people are saying, you know what, this is what she usually does. Like drama happens, she does a giveaway, you know, she tries to get sympathy points, and then, you know, she releases something new. And that's what people are saying, she's probably going to release another new beauty item. But it's just really strange. Like, I don't want to be cold-hearted and judge the way she's going through her divorce, because I'm pretty sure this is really, really tough on her. But all put together is a little weird. I think she should have waited until she got home to post this compilation video of herself crying. But let me know, what do you think in the comments though? Do you think she really is healing, or do you think this is content strategy and she's just trying to get emotions for engagement?
And then the timing makes it louder, because when this emotional montage is being pushed out, she is also in Las Vegas with her friends, living the other storyline at the exact same time. So now the audience is basically being asked to hold two vibes in their head at once. I've been mourning for a long time, and Las Vegas trip, shopping, drinking, tattoos, partying. And yeah, life can be messy like that. You can be sad and still go outside. But when you post it back to back like it is a planned rollout, it starts feeling less like raw emotion and more like strategy, like you're trying to control the reaction. And the internet hates feeling controlled. The internet does not just accept it. The internet is going to pause, zoom, screenshot, and then turn it into a 3-day argument with charts, timestamps, and think pieces like it's a courtroom drama. So yes, she's in Las Vegas, and she's there with her two besties, Sydney and Sam. And the trip is tied to Sam's birthday.
Telling me with 3 bad bitches and we don't own red bottoms, that's a crime. That changes today. Christian Louboutin, the famous red bottoms. Most iconic shoe of all time. Look at this, stunning. I absolutely love this one. Platform shoe, fabulous. Wow. Also have sneakers with a red bottom. We're all gonna try this shoe on. This is their most famous classic shoe. Is gonna look so hot in these shoes. Are you kidding me?
My feet are gonna scream.
This is iconic. Friendship high heels.
We're getting crazy at this point. We gotta go home, dude.
Not gonna lie, I think these are too short. I need a higher heel. I'm gonna try on the 4-inch instead for a little more height. These are so sexy. Obviously, see my mom tattoo? Obviously, I gotta wear them in, but these are sexy. Are you kidding me with the red bottom? I don't know how I've never owned a pair of red bottoms. It's probably because I don't like the color red. Wow, what do we think?
Amazing. They're actually very comfortable. Fabulous on you.
They look really good on you, yeah.
Really
wow.
good on you.
Oh, he brought out a fresh pair. Let me try them on. Wow, oh my god. I see why people like these. They look so sexy.
No, they're so sexy. Are you kidding me?
You can see how wearing these for several hours would be super fucking painful. But look at how good they look on the foot. Wow.
They're so fabulous, I care.
Expensive. They'll be uncomfortable and take a long time to break in, but once they are, iconic. Sydney is sold on the OG classic.
A girl's best friend. And something a little taller. Those
Wow, those are stunning. Love friendship. Wow, wait, look.
wait, you're hitting this one first.
Wow, this is what friends are for.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, you look hot. I love how you can see the red.
From the back. Those are everything. I
Wow.
can see why these would be more comfy.
They are comfy? Are you serious?
Platform, yeah.
Wow. That's Sydney trying on the platforms.
My feet pics are about to be crazy.
Wow, let me see. Lift up the pant.
Lift up the pants so you can see that angle. Yes.
Wow.
So hot.
I also put these on.
Three now. Wow.
Nah, this makes me what, 5'4"?
That's phenomenal.
I love being a woman.
Now, normally, if someone goes to Vegas for a friend's birthday, nobody cares. That is literally what Vegas is for. But what makes this one spicy is the timing. Because we are watching this right after the divorce announcement era, right after the heavy, take a minute, take it in energy, and then boom, we are immediately in vacation mode. And the Vegas content is not quiet little reset. It's not, I needed a change of scenery. It's a big, flashy, very online Vegas content.
So, Mikayla Nogueira is in Vegas with her two besties, Sydney and Sam, and she's getting some backlash. Of course she is, girl. She's always getting canceled. But this reason is absolutely insane. So if you guys didn't know, the girls are in Vegas, and first of all, can I just request them to sign up for a reality show? Because I need more of this. Like, I'm consuming these Vegas vlogs like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, okay? Well, anyways, first of all, happy birthday, Sam. If you guys didn't know, Mikayla took her two besties to celebrate Sam's birthday in Vegas, and she took Sam on an all-expense-paid freaking shopping spree to Chanel, to everywhere. And on top of that, they got friendship bracelets from Cartier, bitch. Anyways, listen, so people, of course, are criticizing that, oh, Mikayla's just flaunting her money. Girl, if I had the money, I would be spoiling all the people in my life. And I think Mikayla is not showing off. She is literally sharing the wealth. I think that people just find anything that they can to hate on Mikayla, when in reality, Mikayla's living her best life. And they're also criticizing that, oh, it's so soon after announcing her divorce that she's smiling and having fun. What the fuck you want her to do? Sit back at home, watch Bridget Jones, and sing all by myself? No, girl, it's Sam's birthday. Anyways, Mikayla, girl, hit me up. I'll go to Vegas in 2.5 seconds, girl. We could party. Anyways, I'm going to need more episodes of this because I am loving it. Let me know.
You can feel the intention to post it. Shopping clips, going out clips. The whole vibe is we are outside, we're smiling, we're doing the most. And this is where the audience splits into two camps. Because one side is like, wait, didn't you just tell us to brace ourselves? Didn't you just tell us this was devastating? So to them, seeing the quick switch into party trip energy feels jarring. And then the other side is like, okay, what is she supposed to do? Sit at home and stare at the wall? Which, honestly, fair question. Nobody's saying you have to be in mourning clothes like it is 1842. But here's the part people aren't reacting to. It is not the trip itself. It's the way it's being performed on camera in the middle of a narrative she's actively building. Because when you drop a crying compilation framed as, this is me when the camera is not rolling, and then you're also posting Vegas in real time, you're basically asking the audience to emotionally process two opposite storylines at once. And people don't like that. Not because they hate you, but because it feels like you're trying to steer them, like you're trying to control what they are allowed to conclude. And the internet hates that. The internet will let you grieve. They'll even let you turn up. But the minute it feels like the edit is playing referee, like, feel sorry for me here, but admire me over here, that's when people start side-eyeing. Not because Vegas is a crime, but because the optics are doing parkour. So yeah, Vegas isn't the villain. The rollout is what's making people tense. Now let's talk about the shopping haul, because this is where the whole thing stops being messy divorce timeline and turns into a full-on flex parade. Because she doesn't go to Vegas and quietly exit. She posts the shopping. She titles it like, this is everything I got shopping in Vegas. And the purchases are not small, not subtle, not, oops, I wandered into Sephora. No, this is luxury shopping that's meant to be seen. And the breakdown includes things like A Louis Vuitton lipstick trunk case for $2,990. Items around $995. Chanel sunglasses for $605. A Louis Vuitton dress for $4,700. Chanel sneakers for $1,350. Sandals for $1,500. And when it all gets added up, the total comes to $81,490.
Tell me you're liquidating your assets without telling me you're liquidating your assets before getting a divorce. Yes, Mikayla did it again. She went to Las Vegas and she did a luxury shopping haul. Didn't you learn from last time?
This is everything I got shopping in Vegas. Now, if you don't like shopping hauls, my biggest piece of advice is to not watch the video. If it's going to upset you, scroll. I'm giving you a second to scroll. All right, let me show you guys what I got. Okay, first we have Cartier. Now, I have always wanted a Cartier bracelet, and I went with the nail. Look at this. It is so beautiful. I think it works perfectly with my stack. Ignore that my abs and hands are literally
orange hands?
But it's so beautiful.
I'll save you the misery and we'll talk about her jewelry in a minute. She got another cheesy, expensive Louis Vuitton purse. She got a very expensive Louis Vuitton lipstick trunk. She said she would never pay $160, $200, however much it was for a Louis Vuitton lipstick, but she'll pay this much for a lipstick trunk. She got more ugly shoes. Is this 2002? They're literally giving early 2000s. She got them in pink too. Then she got this dress that looks like POV. Back to the jewelry. Her blinged out Cartier nail bracelet, $57,000. That's how much someone makes in 1 year working. $57,000. There it is. Oh, but check this out. She bought her best friend's friendship bracelets as well. Only theirs were cheaper. Theirs were only $16,000. Of course they were cheaper. It's like, put them in their place. I'm richer, I'm better. Okay, Mikayla? Does Cody know about all this spending? Where is he? Oh, he's in rehab, my bad. This is not a good look for Mikayla. She's in Las Vegas spending all of Cody's money. Like, girl, don't you want him to get anything? Another out-of-touch influencer. They also went out. They missed a memo because, hello, only one friend in your group can wear a leopard print or any print for that matter. You don't want to look like a stampede of animals. Mikayla also got a Winnie the Pooh tattoo on her right arm. There were rumors that she was going to get the tattoo that she got of Cody's handwriting saying, "You are my sunshine," covered. I don't think she would have got that covered. Who knows? She should have told us to have a seat and embrace ourselves for all the money she...
Now, here's why that number matters. Not because anyone is allergic to rich people spending money. Influencers do that all day. But because once you put the price tags in the conversation, the content stops being shopping vlog and starts being a statement. Like whether she means it or not, the message becomes, I'm fine, I'm thriving, I'm spending. And that is exactly why it clashes so hard with the crying montage energy. Because one side of the timeline is, I'm mourning, I've been devastated. And the other side is, anyways, here's $81,000 worth of stuff. Like, it's not even whiplash anymore. It's a car crash with a soundtrack. Then there is the Cartier nail bracelet. The number that keeps landing heavy is $57,000. And the reason people keep repeating that number is because it hits like a reality check. That's not designer treat. This is what some people make in a year. Money sitting on your wrist, while you're also telling everyone to take a minute and take in your divorce announcement. And on top of that, there is the detail that she brought friendship bracelet for her friends too, with theirs being $16,000. So now it's not just about what she spent. It becomes about what the spending looks like in the middle of this divorce era. Some people read it as generosity, like she's sharing the wealth, and others read it as performative wealth, like look how rich we are in Vegas and you're going to watch it. And I'm not saying she can spend her money. She can spend it. She can light it on fire if she wants. That's her business. But I'm also not going to act brand new and pretend it's shocking that people side-eye this when it's being posted during a divorce announcement era. Because when you make luxury spending part of your storyline, people automatically start asking questions. Not even deep conspiracy questions. Basic ones like, why post this right now? What is the point? Is this coping? Is this distraction? Or is this just content that's going to farm engagement because it's guaranteed to make people argue? And honestly, that's the reason this section gets so much hate. Because it's not just shopping, it's shopping as a headline, shopping as a mood, shopping as a message, sitting right in the middle of a very public, very dramatic divorce storyline. Another reason this feels like whiplash is the tone shift, because the way she framed the divorce announcement wasn't casual at all. It was heavy, it was dramatic, it was very, everybody please gather round, I have news. Like the vibe was literally, you're gonna wanna sit down, take it in. And that kind of wording does something to people. It tells the audience, this is serious, this is life changing, this is going to be emotional. It sets the expectation that we are about to enter the sad chapter, the reflective chapter, the quiet chapter. But then almost immediately, the public facing energy snaps into Vegas content, shopping, tattoos, living. Like we just changed channels mid-scene. And listen, in real life, humans do switch up. You can cry in the morning and laugh at night. You can be devastated and still go outside. That part? Normal. What isn't normal is how it looks when it's posted like a playlist. Because when the sequence goes from brace yourselves to anyways, here's Vegas, the audience isn't reacting to her emotions. They are reacting to the edit, the pacing, the fact that it doesn't feel like we are watching someone naturally ride the waves of grief. It feels like we are watching someone manage a storyline. And that's why people keep getting stuck. Not because they want her to sit in a dark room forever, but because the switch happens so fast on camera that it starts looking like the emotional shift is part of the rollout. Like, okay, here's the sad post so you know I'm hurting. And then here's the fan post so you know I am thriving. It's the energy of trying to be two different headlines at the same time. I'm heartbroken and I'm unbothered. And again, people can feel both. But when it's presented back to back with that dramatic framing, the audience doesn't know whether they are supposed to sympathize, applaud, or just sit there confused. So yeah, the whiplash isn't coming from her having emotions. The whiplash is coming from the fact that it's being served to us like a timeline with mood swings. And the captions are acting like a director yelling, okay, now cry. Okay, now turn up. Now let's get into the tattoo part, because this is where people start connecting dots. There is context out there that Mikayla had a tattoo connected to Cody, including one that was handwritten by him. The phrase, "You are my sunshine." And there is also this moment where she talks about loving the way he wrote it, saying, "To me, it is perfect. Trust me. I absolutely love it the way he wrote it. I think it's so cute." She also mentions having a C tattoo on her ring finger that faded. And she says she wanted something she could read every day and be reminded. She says, "This is my fourth tattoo." And she talks about tattoos not hurting much for her and describes one tattoo as super quick, about 10 minutes. Then, in her Las Vegas Get Ready With Me, she mentions getting a spontaneous tattoo. And that's where people immediately start speculating that she might cover up that Cody handwriting tattoo. And here's also the line about Cody still trying to come over to see the dogs, which, again, just adds to the "this is complicated" vibe. And in the middle of all that, the dramatic phrasing shows up again. Take a minute, take it in, I am getting a divorce. Cody and I. So by the time Vegas tattoo content hits, people aren't seeing it as just fan ink. They're seeing it as part of the divorce storyline. What she actually gets in Vegas is a Winnie the Pooh tattoo, and she explains it in detail. She says, when you go to Vegas, you get a tattoo. This has become a tradition. She says she wanted this tattoo for a long time, that Winnie the Pooh meant a lot to her, and she's not even a big Disney person, but specifically Winnie the Pooh has meant a lot to her whole life. She says it's the biggest tattoo she's ever gotten, and that it's the beginning of her getting a lot more tattoos. She even says she might feel her arm at some point. She calls it a fine line tattoo and keeps emphasizing how detailed it is, how it was drawn to perfection, and that she had no knots. She says it took about 2 hours to tattoo, and on a pain scale, she gave it a 3 out of 10, saying it didn't have much. She was relaxed. She could have taken a nap. She praises the artist, calling her meticulous and saying she really cares about the outcome. Then she acknowledges that people are going to judge her for a Winnie the Pooh tattoo and says she's a grown adult, but she loves the deeper meaning and mentions a mental health theory connected to the show. And she says, Winnie the Pooh is my fucking guy. She says it's sentimental. She has no problem tattooing it. And she jokes that if she has kids one day, you best believe they're getting a Winnie the Pooh room. She says she was nervous because it's the biggest and most visible tattoo, but she's done living her life worried about regrets. She says life is short and she's going to do exactly what makes her happy. She says it's just a tattoo. It's not a big deal, and she's obsessed with the final result. She even mentioned the artist adding white to make it pop and look more 3D. She says she can't wait for it to heal, and she can't wait to see it without self-tanner, so it can pop on her pale skin. And she ends by saying it's beautiful, she could cry. So yes, the tattoo itself has its own meaning, but the reason it becomes drama online is because of where it sits on the timeline, right in the middle of divorce messaging, Vegas content, and all the speculation around the Cody handwriting tattoo. Then there is another layer people keep bringing up, her age. Mikayla is 27, and there is this argument that a lot of what she's doing, the shopping haul, the Vegas trip, the dramatic announcements, even the crying content, lines up with what a 26, 27-year-old would do if you dropped wealth and fame on them fast, especially if they didn't grow up with money. And then the other side of the argument is basically, okay, and like being 27 doesn't cancel out accountability. And your age doesn't magically make the internet stop reacting to what you post. So age becomes this side debate, but it doesn't erase the main issue people keep circling back to. So when you line it all up, the crying compilation framed like a response, the cameras are not rolling caption, the Vegas trip with friends, the luxury shopping totals, the divorce announcement tone, the tattoo storyline, the Winnie the Pooh speech, and the Cody tattoo context, you start to see why people feel overwhelmed. It's not one thing, it's the stock of things. And it's the way it's being shown publicly, with captions and edits that feel like they are guiding the audience toward a certain emotional conclusion. Because even if she's truly grieving, the reason people keep arguing about is simple. The grief is being presented like content, and the content is being presented like it's private. And that's why this keeps looping. So at the end of the day, the big question people keep asking doesn't go away. Is this healing, or is this content strategy?